Alrighty, good morning, green team. How are we doing this morning? Already sitting in the green, MG. 480 down to 4. Killing it on AT&F. Great work there, and perfect fall green as well. The green team is back. Final trading day of the week. Unfortunately, guys, why does Friday get here so quickly? It seems like Monday takes forever to get here. That's the way it's supposed to be, though, right? So today I am focused on the moolah. AT&F, I was sized fairly small, is giving that one room, so I only had 100 shares on that. We're still green on the day. Yesterday was up 183, I believe, total on the day, and that was with a lot of decent losers too. So if we get a lot of these winners stacking, we're gonna start seeing some profits. I want to get a little more aggressive with the trades that I'm green on. I've noticed, I have a little under a 60% win rate right now, but the winners and losers are a little too close together as far as the profit and loss side of things. So I'm going to try to really start leaving some of these to work. Yesterday, ONDS was the ticker that I left stream with a position on. I don't know if you guys caught that as well. That was a slow fade that ended up working out fairly well. But guys, today, what are we focused on? We got to have the discipline to unlock that strategy that we're focused on, risk management to protect it, right? And then what's the last thing? Consistency to compound it. One thing I've been looking at too is I was looking at a lot of psychology content last night. Mark Douglas, of course. When you stop thinking on a win or lose, right or wrong context, stop thinking on that context, you begin to have trading freedom. So you're redefining your trading if you think of it based on, I guess, essentially the probabilities, right? You're thinking about it on a probabilistic standpoint, and that involves repetition. So repetition is what we need in trading. I've gone over this a lot. This is where I see the most struggle is, and I was watching one of the biggest traders actually last night talking about this. You guys would know the name, but giving back everything on one ticker, getting loosey-goosey on that risk side of things. So let's stay focused, guys. Keep the risk management in place, protect that capital, and put the guardrails up if we need them, like Perfect Fall, where the account's going to get locked out at 9:30. But congrats, green on the week. Looking to end the week green as well. So right now, I took it. You guys might be a little disappointed in this. SPRU, I tried a long, buy high and hope higher. It felt like it was going to get that magnet pull up towards 220. So I was like, you know what? Rather than me start this early, let me just take a long and ride it up towards that liquidity area. Well, I took a little L there, and then it was like $20. I'm a scared long trader. Then AT&F was beautiful. I mean, this thing short 460, 480, and then back down into the fours, 420, and down to 350 right now. So right now I'm sitting a little green on the day. After that, not much, but I'm working two hangovers right now. SKYT and AVAH. As a degenerate trader, I gotta be involved in some of these tickers. NTRB was fairly good as well for those that were up early. Bernadette might have caught this one. It had a little symmetrical triangle pattern. Higher lows, lower highs, but it was up a little bit on the morning and then cracked under that on weak volume. So that's what I'd like to see on this. When it's dribbling out and it's got weak volume on that bottom trend, that's not a bad area to attack. Tight risk on those names. So let's see. SKYT, I'm involved here. I got a position. Here's the 5-day chart. It's a hangover play. It's up above the previous close. So this is gapping up above mostly where the longs were involved yesterday. So these names, without the momentum coming in, I like these to profit take and fade. But if it may get a spike, 14 is going to be my risk guide here. 14 on SKYT. I got 50 shares on it right now, so I hit it again up towards 14 if it gets that spike. and then see if that one can pull back a little bit. The other one I'm involved with right now is AVAH, which was, man, this one I took like 2 L's on yesterday. This was tough. I liked the chart a lot, and I was waiting for this 620. Magic 20 finally hit AVAH, but my trading on it was just poor, unfortunately. So I waited on it. It looked heavy under VWAP. I got sized against the highs, and then it spiked up. So I'm in a short here as well. 620 is pretty much the risk guide. This one's under the previous close. Formed a little bear flag right there. So I like this one to fade as well from that 6 resistance, but I'm probably only going to take one. I blacklisted it yesterday. We'll probably take 1 L on it today if it's not going to work out and move on to the next setup. So we got a few this morning to look at. It's a little lighter in volume, but ATNF was a godsend. So that one is not, there's really probably not even a trade here anymore. It's trying to hold the previous close 340s. I'm going to take it off the watch list. WETO. WETO was looking to see if that would pump up. Hasn't gotten it yet. I'm just looking to whack-a-mole today. I mean, that's generally the idea. It is whack-a-mole Friday. Whack-a-mole Friday. Perfect fall. You got SPRU on the first push in TRB. Yep, nice. And then Benny. BINI. Oh, heck yeah. Benny. Benny, recent IPO has just been trending down. Yeah, Josh, didn't catch SPRU. Sometimes there's anomalies with the scanners. Like sometimes they miss a few. But yeah, see what they think about that. Because, yeah, that would have been a decent trade there, Josh. SPRU. This one still is holding up all right. I mean, 220 is what I'm eyeballing here. Josh, if we get this up towards 220, 225 is the 200-day moving average. And then I got 220s, a lot of resistance on the chart. Look at this little cute inverse head and shoulders she tried to, a little bullish pattern she tried to form. Didn't get it. Yep, magic 20-cent area here. 220 would be, I'd be hammering this one. I really thought she was going to pull there, so I tried that little long. I was going to go long and flip short. I was thinking, Kevin, I'm about to look brilliant. Nope, I just look like an idiot. Trying to long this garbage. All right, yeah, I'm looking for the 220. I'm going to try to let her come to me, and then it's going to be hammer time, Whack-A-Mole City. All right, let's see what else we got. MRM was a play yesterday. MRM came out with some news. Somebody suggested they recycled some old news. I haven't looked too much at the fundamentals. They're trading high after the company announced a collaboration with Hakuhodo. Okay. To participate in World, co-founded and shared by OpenAI founder Sam. Altman. Okay, so they're participating in some kind of forum co-chaired by OpenAI founder, which somebody suggested. They came out with this news a few days ago. Let me see. MRM's 250s, pretty good. MRM. It's got past $2. This thing has the gap to fill to 250. So 2, if it. Oh, the market's open. Holy crap! All right, getting carried away over here. All right, I'm in 2 hangovers that I'm eyeballing. Again, SKYTAVAH. Both of them I'm going to hit again on a pop. A little spready on both of those right now, though, so be careful with that. SPRU just had a big upper wick towards 175. Yesterday was upper wick day. Oh, we could see that one heavy. That was a big upper wick. SKYT, the hangover, is getting a leg up right now. SKYT. Let me take a look. 14's the resistance I'm eyeballing. And AVAH pulling back a little bit. SPRU, yeah, that upper wick I like. That upper wick I like. AVAH shooting up over 6 now. Give me a second. Give me a second with these tickers. All right, I got to stop out of AVAH. God dang it, dude. That morning spike right there. So that hangover didn't work. Red on that name, SKYT. I'm eyeballing that one against 14. I'm probably going to hit it again up here. And then 14 is going to be my risk guide. Super slow, it feels like this week. What the hell was that AVAH, dude? 580s up through 640 like that. And now is probably the good entry on it. All right, SPRU put in that big upper wick. That was a good sign. Yesterday we saw a bunch of upper wicks. And it was like pretty much the beginning of the end for these tickers. Man, so that's a good entry point right there. Kind of double topping off of that pre-market high. MRM's looking heavy as well. MRM. Looks good. MRM looks pretty good. MRM. I feel like I'm chasing it right here. But we could do it against, let me see. I'm going to get involved with MRM. It's going to be against like 205. 205. Maybe even like 215, 220. 215, 220 is good on MRM as well. It's a lot of overhead resistance MRM that I like. I'm thinking maybe 220. I'm sized a little bit on this. Might go 1,000 shares total against 220. All right, there's a little spike here. Hitting it again, 208. Kind of the over-under 220. This would be a big hit if this thing is going to shoot back up towards 220. It's going to be a decent L. All right, there's roughly 220. Got to hit it again here. So I'm in 1,000. Got to give it up and over 220, which is close to right now. We'll see if that magic 20 is going to hold up. I'm going to go ahead and put a stop in it at 227. 1,000 shares. At a 201 average, so not great. Not a great average there. Let's see if 220 is going to hold up. Man, I did a quick red to green move right there. Trying to hold VWAP, so I'm still. But 220's holding up. That would have been the great entry to wait for it to come there. I just was not thinking it would get up to shoot back up like that to 220. So 220 is holding up. That would have been the perfect entry on this so far. And VWAP's trying to hold. God, dude. This is going to be a tough L right here. If that thing's going to climb back up towards all that pre-market resistance. Sitting right at 220. Trying to give it over under that area. Trying to give it over under 220. Did AVAH just halt down? Don't tell me that, perfect fall. Do not tell me that. I don't need to get tilted right now. Let me see if we're holding V. Still trying to hold VWAP. 220 is holding up, but we're still holding VWAP. So MRM needs to crack under this VWAP, head back down towards 2 and lower. Okay, there's a little snap of VWAP. Needs to continue lower from there. Did a little red to green move right here. Back down towards 2. All right, we're back down towards 2 on MRM. All right, we need to really crack under 2 here, head down towards the lows. Oh my god, dude. Seriously? What is going on here? Cracked under 2 and spiked right back up towards VWAP 212. Guys, this is ridiculous. Music in the market in here. Yeah, I'm this MRM I'm sized up on, so I'm kind of tunneling. I got the stop set. I'm just eager to see what this thing's gonna do. I need to start flipping around though, looking at something else. AVAH, that is so painful, that morning spike there. I'm so irritated by that. Looking for the hanger, that thing shot up. Need to let these come more so to me this morning. It's kind of what's going on here. Kind of a little eager to start hammering away on this Friday. Eager to start hammering away. How are you doing, music in the market? How's your morning going? Do you hit anything in pre-market? There were a few good setups in pre-market. A few really good setups. Slowest week in a while. Fades. Okay, as long as 220 holds MRM, we're good. AVAH, yeah, that one. God dang it. We'll go over that in a second. Let me flip through some scanners. OPRX shooting up. The open is right here on MRM. The open is right here on it. I probably need to just... I'm reducing the risk down towards 220 on MRM now, which is going to be about a $200 loser if she shoots back up there. Which would suck, but she is climbing back up there. Took all the profits after hours. Yes, the ones that like the ATNF and pre-market, I didn't hit hard and it worked out great. And then it's the times I hit these things hard like this. And I stop out. So now I'm down a decent chunk on the day. But gotta have wrist set. MRM not staying heavy for me. So down a good chunk on that one right now. And then you get like the Weetos dumping off of 220. SKYT, I'm still with that one. That one's starting to pull back in. Looks like it wants to go green to red. Yeah, stopped out MRM right now. Man. And then AVAH, that thing shot straight up, did a liquidity move, and pulled back in. And that chart looked great too, man. Was not anticipating that. All right, got the work cut out for me now. If MRM taps 220 again, double top in there, and that's the high of the day, I'll probably have to step away. I would be so pissed off. I actually went because I finally went heavy on something. All right, let's flip through. I swear to God, MRM. Seriously. BTAI had a spike up, elevator down. Could be sloppy seconds right on the 200 day as well. BTAI 447. It's got some support down there at 360s. Jonathan PayPal, PAPL, or Pineapple. Oh, yeah. Good alert there. PAPL. Oh, man, that one's got a... Is it halted? It's got a lot of resistance overhead on it. PAPL is halted. All right, time to whack-a-mole. I don't see any news on this thing. And what I do see are a few upper shadows here recently. A few days ago, went up towards 8, pulled back off of that. All right, PAPL. Yeah, being that it's Friday too, I mean, oftentimes we do get these things just flushing. Like you don't get the momentum like you typically would. When did we halt? 9:47. Yep, good call on that. I am eyeballing that one. PAPL. I mean, I like what I'm seeing on the chart as far as 6 to 7 range goes on it. All right, so I think that's the idea. Probably going to scale up towards where we have some bags trapped up there around 8. I mean, we're going to open up. This was the other day. We went from about, yeah, let's take a look at what it did the other day. It went from 4 nearly up to 8 and all the way back down. Oh man. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. PAPL. I like it because we got some bags in this that turn long-term investor style. MRM. Yep. There she is, under $2 now. Probably fades today too. That one's oh my God, that chart. It's always. All All right, let's focus PayPal or Pineapple. PAPL. I gotta scale accordingly because this thing, if it wants to move up towards $7, I can't go too heavy too quick. If we open up closer to $5, I think that's ideal. Joshua, a little expensive though to locate PAPL. Are you at CPRO or DOS? How much do they cost? All right, SKYT's working out for me right now. She just went red on the day. I need to size a winner, dude. I might have to hit this again because I got some work to do. A 1330 average. I feel good where I'm disciplined with the risk. It's just annoying when you size up and they don't work. I mean, that's just the annoyance. All right, PAPL. I think I'm going to start it with like 75 shares and then smack it a few times up towards 8. I think is what I'm going to do. All right, we'll start at 452. And the slow scale begins. Come on, PAPL. Let's get up towards 6. Actually, let me think here. Yeah, up towards like 550. I'll hit it again. I gotta size a winner. I gotta get a winner sized up here. Let's get a next leg up, PAPL. No, don't drop yet. MRM, yeah, 190s now. I top ticked that one. Okay, PAPL. PAPL's trying to hold VWAP. She's trying to hold VWAP for a next leg up. See if she gets it. All right, PAPL. Yep, maybe next leg up right here. Gonna smack it again. Come on. Make up your mind, PAPL. She's getting a little hesitant here. I'm trying to wait with the sizing in case it wants a next leg up. MRM in the 180s now. PAPL still holding up here. I'm going to hit it again. This thing's looking weak. MRM low 180s. So painful. All right, PAPL 480s is holding up. I could hit this against the highs, like get sized up in this just against the highs. If it starts looking weak to me here, it looks like it wants to start pulling on back. Could be the idea. It's coming down towards the low 4s right now. It's the battle of the bulls and bears at the moment here. Still a little undecided is the PAPL. Again, I think I'm thinking about hitting it again, just against the highs. Let me see what she's going to do right here. Okay, it's attempting. It's getting some volume in it for a leg on up. Trying for another leg on up. Here comes $5. It's not really getting the volume like it needs, though, for that next leg up. Maybe the $6 area? Yeah, perhaps. It was holding the 420s right here. 420s were holding. James, take it slow. Yeah, I just felt that myself. Yeah, need to take it kind of slow. Slow scaler. MRM, the 170s. This was my $500 day right here. Damn top tick. Okay, is there anything else going on or just PAPL? On your way to join the team. REAL heavy against 720. Just doing a little flip around real quick. PAPL I still want to get sized on. SPRU heavy against VWAP. So a lot of these plays really have been not sustaining their moves. A lot of these leading gapper plays. And PAPL up here trying. I mean, it is really trying. Okay, that was a decent pullback. Might be heavy off of that pullback, guys. PAPL may be heavy off of that pullback. 420 is the area that needs to crack for this thing to pretty much just start unwinding. 420 would be that area. Looking heavy here, though. 420. Let's see what she's going to do right here at that 420 line. PAPL. Okay. Man, still trying to hold on. Yeah, here's the chart I'm looking at. 420, another lower wick just put in right there. So still trying to hold on a little bit. Still trying to hold on. I'm going to get out of it for now. Break even and revisit. Because it almost feels like it's looking weak, accumulating shorts for a next leg up. So I'm gonna get back in on the potentially the break over the highs here, PAPL. If that happens, the 420 is still holding. Something when you say shadow, lower shadow, is that what I was saying? Yeah, lower shadow is just the candlesticks. Upper and lower shadows just is referring to the wicks. So we will see some trappy action sometime, and so far it looks like I was correct on this. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, the lower shadow under the level of support that it's trying to crack, and it looks weak. And what they do oftentimes is they'll accumulate shorts under that wick and then squeeze it up, for the next leg up. So that's what I'm seeing right here. That's why I got out of it there, break even, because I want to revisit this. I still like it, but it felt like they were trapping shorts. That 420 still holding up as a line of support. So I'm looking for that move up and over the highs to start the whack-a-mole game again. SKYT is not really doing much. I think I'm taking it off. Man, the MRM top ticks pretty much is... got me pretty red on the day. PAPL, let's see what she's doing. Still sitting up at the highs. Chop City. Yep, Chop City. It's where most of the volume activity is right now. It's where most all of the activity is. I still like MRM for the unwind. I know, James. I would have crushed MRM with 1,000 shares. It's so damn annoying. Yeah, it's like right when I start sizing up, I start top ticking. But I'm not going to let it get in my head. Yeah, here's the chart. Short, short, short. 220. The retest, I took it off. Good with the risk management, but stopping out the top a lot. PAPL, next leg up, I'm going to be shorting this again. It looks like it's going to try to break that $5 area, but it's got a lot of resistance left, especially last week. Last week it just made a move like this. And so with that being said, it's oftentimes real difficult to reclaim these levels. You see, last week it went from a few dollars up towards 11. And and then even last week, last Thursday, did the same thing. We're seeing these upper wicks, and you got bag holders in it. So it's going to create a tough area of resistance. We just got to time the entries kind of well here, which that's why I like to scale them. I like to scale these plays so you don't have to be perfect, like exactly perfect with your entry. Yeah, I'm waiting for that rug pull. Like yesterday, we saw so many upper shadows on these plays, and then it was over. So it feels like we haven't gotten that yet. We haven't squeezed out anybody yet. I'm waiting for that squeeze, big upper wick, and then short into it. Looking it up here, like trying. It's knocking on the door. If you knock on the door enough, it's going to open, right? 480 is kind of the top. It's been channeling right here. Feels like we're about to get it. Then we're going to start the whack-a-mole. Come on, PAPL. It's a good potential play right here. So I'm just seeing if we can get that sweep up there. This thing just looks like it did a reverse split not too long ago, too. Come on, PAPL, please. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. $5. We're going to break 5 here. I'm going to get involved with it. It's slowing down up at this $5 resistance area. I'm going to get involved with it here. I'm going to start it. So it might break that 5. Okay, there's the 5 break. Are we going to hold it or do that or start pulling back under? All right, the question, are we going to hold 5 or start pulling back under? Again, bunch of upper shadows here recently. So we kind of know where this story ends, right? It's just about slow scaling and not getting too heavy too early. $5.20 could be a good area too. It's slowing down up here. 5.20 has hit. VVPR is having a little break up and out, up towards $5. VVPR broke 460. When the elevator down happens, it's gonna be quick. Assuming it does what it did the last week. PAPL, so just make sure you're sizing appropriately on it. I got a 490 average right now. It's kind of slowed down on this 5 break. Okay, maybe the magic 20 cents holds on it. We'll see. Flip through a few other ones real quick. Yeah, VVPR is up towards 5. 502 is the 50-day VVPR. It's a little thinner. All right, we're back under 5. Let's see what she's going to do down here. Back under 5. Oh, is the snap on? Is the snap on here? All right, we're pulling under 5. Let's see what she's going to do. I may hit this again. I may start sizing this. Against 520 now. 520 would probably be the risk for me now. Let's see if 520 holds up. I think 520 is my risk guide at this point. Maybe like 530. Yeah, I'm going to put the stop on. We'll see what we do here. See what we do. All right, flushing down. 430s. 420 is that area we got to crack, though. Remember that. 420. I haven't taken any off yet. Trying to see if we can capitulate longs here. Probably being greedy, but I need some winners to work out, man. That's the idea here. Gotta, like, kick back with some winners. Like, just set a 530 stop on this thing. I think is what I'm going to do, and kick back. We got a 530 stop on it. The smarter thing to have done there, probably lock in some profits and then hit it again on a pop. If this thing reclaims, dude, I'm taking the weekend. If it reclaims, I'm just gonna walk away. I can't. I can't with this day if that's gonna happen. Again, 420 is that area we need it to crack under. Fades, you agree? Yeah, I just, dude, after that MRM, I'm trying to stay focused, but I'm a little irritated. All right, SPRU dying off still. LIDR just made a high. All right, PAPL back down here. Let's get under 420. 420 is the area we got to crack under, guys. Seriously. We got to get under 420. It's got to really capitulate longs right here. Get under 420. That's where I probably start coming out some, is under 420. Or around 4 you're looking to cover? Yeah. Yeah, I need to sit tight here too. Yeah, around 4 would get me pretty much good on the day. It's certainly slowing down here. All right. Next leg down, PAPL. Come on. Reclaim season over, James? Perhaps. Perhaps. Perfect fall. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a morning for me. But staying focused. PAPL, I need this one to crack 420. It's heavy and coming down towards that area right now. Really, a snap down, halt down, dude, would make the day. For crack 420. Come on. Come on, crack 420. It's right here, baby. It's right here. Come on, we need to take out a lot of stops. If we do that rug pull under 420, it's gonna shoot down towards 4 probably. Come on, baby. 420 crack. What's MRM doing? Sitting at 180. Yeah, perfect fall. That's my trade. I sized in on MRM and stopped out right at the top. So I've been trying to stay mentally focused here. I'm pretty heavy on PAPL too. 250 shares here. So I need this one working out would really help the day. Haven't taken any off yet. I'm looking for the 420 flush. It feels heavy and feels like we're going to get under 420. TTT, the top tick tilter. I like that. That sounds like an amusement ride. Hop on the top tick tilter. Yeah, dude, the Magic 20 held up on it. But I was getting a little scared out of it. The next song. I love it. Do it. I need some positive vibes going right now. I need this song. Because let's see, I'm down 260 on the day. God dang it. With that top tick. But PAPL, man, this could help out. Yeah, then I gotta like reminisce over that top tick the entire weekend. That's the problem with Fridays, when you size up and then you top tick. The top tick twirl around tilt around. I'm really going to be tilted if PAPL like curls around and reclaims. It seems like it's trying to head and shoulders now off of this 420. I was looking for the 420 crack. Still heavy under VWAP. But it's trying to bounce off the 420 line, surprisingly. I mean, it was real heavy there. Some longs underwater there. We'll see what she does. Again, I could even size it more. I mean, MRM, you're getting shorts on pops there. I felt like if I traded it, I would be tilted. I would be like revenge trading it. That's why I wasn't going back over there. Yeah, this is going to be a brutal day if this thing tries to reclaim. I may hit it again on this head and shoulders pop. I mean, I could have taken it off and then done this. Again, those are mistakes being made. All right, 482 is my average. Popping up here, back up towards 480s. Emmanuel with some profit today, heading off to the 7-Eleven. I about smacked that again right there. I really almost hit that. So much better when you start the day green, and then you don't have, and then you can just kind of kick back. All right, SPY's been climbing up today. I'm gonna flip through some of these gainers. Watch PAPL be the outlier on the day and just head towards like $8. BTAI spiking up. Wow, this chart is nasty. BTAI straight up, straight down, straight down, straight up. I got $5 resistance BTAI. Ugly looking chart though. All right, PAPL, we need a flush under 420, guys. We're pulling back in again a little bit. I need that 420 flush, though. I mean, guys, it doesn't get any cleaner than this. Head and Shoulders. I mean, I don't want to throw all my marbles on it, but the Head and Shoulders is pretty clean right here. Joshua trying BTAI. There was another one too. I'm seeing Benny pop up. Is that doing anything? BINI. Yeah, BINI. It's got some. I don't like the daily chart there though. And then BTAI. Yeah, I mean it's certainly got potential here. 398's the 200. Yeah, BTAI, maybe I'll join. Let me think. And then PAPL, I'm still eyeballing that one. Trying to determine what I want to do. If I want to take it and then hit it again, or smack it with some more shares here for the 420 crack. back up close to 480 is that right shoulder on PAPL. Didn't take any off on this thing. Today might not be my day. I might smack it again up here for this right shoulder, and then if it's going to break and go climb back up to the highs, I'll just take it off. Okay, here's another little pullback. BTAI looks to be working all right. And then PAPL looks like it's about to squeeze up and out. I would be amused. All right, I just hit it again, but I'm going to stop out up and over like 5. Like up towards 525, I'll stop out. I put the 525 order in. 579 average. Was up real good on this one. Should have been like getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out kind of deal. But now I'm in quite a bit here, so I'll give it to the highs pretty much on this head and shoulders pattern. If it's not going to work out, I'm going to need some Trader Advil because my head is hurting from today. I mean, seriously, this thing's heading towards $5 right now. I think my head may explode. It looks like it's going to squeeze up. Just accumulating shorts that whole time, huh? Yeah, she's about to start squeezing on up. Wow, what a day. Man, it's been a while since I was this aggravated. All right. I'm down like a little over 400 on that account. I got two evals going. I'm gonna switch over to the other one and start fresh. And let's find something else. But man, dude, come on. You size up and then those two trades, like the one was working out great, should fade on the day, Head and Shoulders, and just starting to squeeze out shorts. 420 held. 420 held real well. I should have taken it off right there and then hit it again on this pop. I need to stop like looking for the big picture plays and just take profits and then re-hit. Take profits, re-hit. Take profits, re-hit, you know? Perfect fall. Yeah, on one of the evals I got a 200 stop. On the other one it's just the normal 500. So I'm kind of playing with both of them right now. But yeah, I'm back down to break even on this eval. Losing the whole week essentially right there. But that's what's going to happen when you size up. And then you take two L's on two trades. That's just what's going to happen. I was fearful that would be the case. It's like, okay, I'm going to start getting bigger positions here, and then I'm just going to take multiple losses back to back, which that could happen. That's a scenario that's part of the equation. Can easily get back up off the break even. Yeah, yeah, if I focus big picture and not just today, I'm all right. But today specifically, I'm really aggravated with. That top tick right there. I felt so good about this trade too. MRM. Trying to see what else is out there for us. Not going to revenge trade, but we'll see if there's a decent setup. Fades, you all right on PAPL? Yeah, make sure you guys aren't tunneling. I say that and I want to tunnel. Based on the daily chart, dude. It's just such a good daily chart. These longs in this thing, in these upper wicks, are praying that PAPL comes back around. Bernadette, oh no. Did PAPL get you too? The green week or red week? I wasn't even sure if I was going to do a Friday night live stream. Oh, and I might have to get a little bit off of this off my chest. We'll see. PAPL. Oh, I'm so aggravated with. I'm just so aggravated with it. What is going on? Do I have an entry on PAPL? Oops. 250, my stop. There we go. 530. All right. I still feel good about where PAPL is going. It's the timing, of course. You know, it's always the timing on these things. Small green on the week. Well, good. At least you got that green going on the week. I'm trying PAPL on the other account. And just, I think what I'm doing here is a little different. I'm going to go a single entry on this one against like 650. You know, I'm giving it some room. Baron, I should have been scalping PAPL. No, I'm an idiot. Ugh. I got a wash today out of my mouth, Baron. Top ticked MRM size. I went heavy today, Baron. I sized a MRM and top ticked that one. And then you see my PAPL chart. I mean, I was up good on it and didn't take any. I was looking for a bigger picture play. And then stopped out. And now I'm working it on my other account, which I may perhaps even scalp here. Scalping's definitely the way to go on this. I'm about to take my anger out on it, Baron. I just hit it at the top. Let me see what it's going to do down here at 480. I just got to get better at working the green trades. I mean, that's... I'll take some big L's. I got to take some big green ones too. So if this thing is going to be heavy against the highs now, I need to hit it again. We've got banger. Please hold. Please hold PAPL. Okay, so like right here, I'm going to hit it where I probably should be scalping Baron, like I want to size it. 26, closed at 84. 526 down to 484. Good work. So you're right, Baron. Here's what we need to do. I agree with that. Let's take some profits, but then smack it again, right? Oh, AI song? We've got a banger. Okay. All right. Maybe we do the Friday night live stream, guys. I'm probably going to need it. I got a lot to get off my chest here. And I'll throw that song in there. I can't wait to listen to this, dude. If I'm green one account, red the other, I guess I can be happy to a degree. But my happiness lies in Baron the counselor. He's not going to like this. My happiness lies in a green day. It's all vanity. No, I'm very shallow, Baron. I'm sorry. I need a green day to be happy. Really, I'm okay with a red day. I am okay with a red day if I stuck to the rules. And I did on these two trades. I'm fine with it. My annoyance is just me top ticking one. And then the other one just fluctuating and being a really annoying POS. All right. It's bouncing off 480 now, trying to. 550's the top right there. A 527 average. Music in the market saying, please take your profits. So, Bernadette, you're very good at just, you get your 10 cents and you rock and roll. You are very good at that. I'm certainly letting you down as far as that goes. I do not take profits probably like I should. I get convicted with these plays, and I want to smack them more. Yeah, it's like the conviction on them. Yeah, I'm just like, I want the bigger picture play. That's part of the problem. I guess you see like YHC yesterday. You know, YHC, and what was the other one? There was one other one that they just faded all day. And I'm trying to get some big green trades going. Can't believe this thing is stalling right here at $5. I'm looking for it to stay heavy, then I'll start taking profits, all right? If it's going to start popping back up from here, I'll... want it heavy. Let's get under 5 again. James, short accumulation. That would suck. That would absolutely suck. It could happen. All right. I'll get out right there. and look to re-hit it again on a pop. Perfect fall. We got two options with this song. All right, up $16 on the day on this eval. Let's go. '90s punk or emo rap. All right, well, you guys vote. We got a song from Perfect Fall. You guys pick the one we'll play later tonight. What are they on getting tilted? Emmanuel, what are you doing over there? All right, VVPR 520 hit, 520 Magic 20 hit. I may take a easier play like the VVPR. '90s punk, all right. Nah, I feel it, Emmanuel. I'm over here doing the same thing. Perfect Fall, aren't you glad you couldn't trade today? Perfect Fall gets locked out of his account when the market opens. He's a pre-market trader. Yeah, today not so fun unless you got the MRM at 220. I mean, that was beautiful. I feel like such an idiot on that one. BTAI 450 is holding up pretty well. BTAI could take a trade there. And then PAPL still chopping around. Baron, I'm catching up over there. PALI, you call it. Oh, yesterday? Yeah, see, that's the move. Like, I see that. Part of my problem is I see that, and then I'm trying to get the next one, you know? I missed the Pally from 190 to 80 cents. And I'm trying to get the next all-day fader. And rather than scalping beautifully like Baron's been doing on this PAPL, which would work great, I'm holding out for a bigger picture play that's not working out. I've gotta reflect on these top ticks, dude. I gotta look at what I'm doing wrong here. The MRMs. I do it a lot. Because I know the answer is not to eliminate stop losses. And maybe it is. Maybe they hunt your stops. I just do it so often. All right, VVPR maybe against 520. It's just lower shadow put in, and it's climbing back up towards the high. It's got a little steady trend to it. I mean, if this got euphoric, I would really like it. And PAPL up towards the highs. PAPL squeezing up. I'm about to hit it again. Scalp City, baby. Scalp City. Yep, something. PAPL jumping. This is pretty much just turned into a scalp play. I mean, really. What happens sometimes on these plays are shorts get over convicted. I've mentioned this as a problem even with myself. So I am hitting this again, 533 right now. But you see the daily chart and you're like, oh, well, here's a good example of this. So last week, what did we see? Last week, actually it was this summer. I'm trying to remember those tickers. There were a couple tickers this summer that came out with financing at like $2. So you get these small cap plays, and they're all in need of money, right? They all need your money. So they release some news out there to try to get, long-term investors coming in, people scooping the ticker on up, and then they do a financing at like a few even lower price. They dilute their current shareholders. So obviously a very bearish thing. But we saw some of these tickers this summer. They went from like a couple dollars up to 20, even after coming out with that news, because you get so many convicted short sellers jumping in, and then when the stock starts going, kind of like GME did, everybody is buying when you have so many shorts that are overcrowded in the name. So certainly it's a good idea to be, the opposite side of the move of where the majority are on a lot of these tickers. But PAPL sitting up at the highs right now. But that's essentially what we've been seeing with a lot of this market is, even if the news, bad news is good news, baby. You just got to understand it's so much psychology. That's why I go over psychology a lot. I'm a huge proponent of understanding how other traders are thinking. I think, honestly, that's most important out of the three types of analysis, the fundamental, trader, and technical analysis. I love technicals and trader analysis. I want to know why people are in, where they're in at, who's stuck on the trade, which side of the trade are people stuck on, and clearly we want to know some technicals. I mean, what is the personality of this ticker? What does it normally do? Yeah, Baron. You churn some commissions, but you're not as married. You're just taking a predictable piece and moving on. I love that. Baron's been doing real well with that, guys. So you want to hop on the live stream tonight, Baron? We can talk about it. Carlos is in REAL. Yeah, good short there. That popped right up to VWAP and continuing lower. It was a good short there. And then PAPL to 520, bouncing off of the Magic 20 a little bit. We'll see what it does. So, most shorts know where this... Look what we're seeing right here, PAPL. I'm hitting it again after that flush. I'm at a couple hundred now, so maybe the end is near. Give me a second, guys. I'm focused on this right now. $5.20, I want it to stay heavy against right now. 520 I'm looking at for it to stay heavy against right now after that big sell-off from 550. So I'm just, my eyes are real focused here because I hit it again after that snap. Why are we going sideways right here? We just shot down off of the highs. Come on. Longs, it's time for you to go to lunch. What you doing? Let's get that next leg down. What in the world is going on with this thing? Oh, we're bouncing off VWAP again, and 484 it hit. But we just went from 550 straight down to 480. Super bearish right there. It feels backside for the longs that were jumping in this over the highs or attempting to. I'm fairly convicted with that move. We got to get back under VWAP and stay heavy against 520. Bernadette over there. Do y'all feel the nerves, or is it just me? All right, here we go. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. I ain't letting go right now. I'm not letting go right now. I'm holding on. I'll take 50 off at 450. All right, guys. PAPL. This POS. Red on one account with it. I look good on the other account. That's why you need two evals, guys. You lose on one, you go green on the other one. So you have kind of a green day, right? The day is red but green as well. All right, we have a lot to talk about. So PAPL, this is why I get convicted to hold these things. That's why it's hard for me to scalp them, because I know, I hate to say I know, but guys, I've been doing this for a while. Like, I know what the inevitable is, okay? We know what's going to happen with a Germex 99.9% certainty. Now, you will get those outliers like GME, okay? You'll get the outliers. So don't clip this and say, this guy thinks he's got some magic crystal ball. There are outliers. That's why we have risk management. And I always have risk management. Always talking about predefining the risk. That's why I stopped out at the top so much today. But, you get shorts that are over-convicted here, such as I. And so it takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of time. Now, if this thing reclaims the highs, here we go with this thing again. Look at this. Back up towards 5. I mean, what are we doing here? I'm not going red on this name. I will take it off if it starts heading towards my average. But here's another example of this being a scalp trade, apparently. 420 back up to 5. When you think the party's over, she shoots straight back up. The price action here is absolutely crazy. Every time I leave one to run off for me, just leftover position. This is nuts. Yeah, longs have been slamming these dips perfect fall like the entire time, too. All this morning. But they're all heading off on their lunch break. So, I mean, this should be heavy against the highs. It should be. Uh, I'm flabbergasted right now. I mean, back over 5, I'm taking it off because I'm going to be green on this. That was like a party is over kind of a move. And longs were like, no, the party's not over. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. Bouncing off 420 like that. Unbelievable. Okay, I mean, I'll take the money and be done with this ticker. It's probably what I'm about to do. I know this is an area where shorts would like to hammer this thing pretty much against the highs. You got clear defined risk. I may take it off and then start another position on it, is what I'm thinking. Bernadette's over there catching a heart attack. I cannot believe what this thing just did, Bernadette. I'm not gonna sit here and gamble with it. I'm gonna take it off if she's here she goes. If she starts heading back up. I think Fade's headed out. This price action pissed him off so much. I took it off. I'm green. Barely anything on it now. Green $50 on the name. Can you believe that? MRM's faded all day. Carlos, did you get out of it? is at a high of day of July 31st. Did you take profits off? I took a quarter off of it, dude. Yeah, I mean it's turning into this. What this chart pattern is. I don't know what the chart pattern is. This thing looks like it's having heart palpitations. There's no pattern here, but that's where the volume is and volatility. VVPR just put in a new high there, and I like VVPR off. This is an edge I really like trading. I mean, yesterday it worked so well. When you get the most volume of the day coming in on these names, big volume spike, and then just kind of risking the highs there. You know, taking a trade off of the highs. For a nice, slow, steady fade. I think VVPR, I'm going to try to get a fill on. We'll see. You'll short it again at 5.10 or 5 PAPL. Keith in the building. What's going on, Keith? I was up 183. I didn't even look at the I didn't even look at really at the P&L. I was just salivating over the damn what just happened with VVPR? Taking a short here, I mean, seeing what it was going to do against the high a day with that large volume spike, couple 100,000 shares. So I'm in VVPR. Thing just shot straight up on that candlestick, though. 518. Yeah, Keith. That was a crazy move, PAPL. I mean, you don't see that often at all, but that's why they say the edge works via repetition. Keith, not so well today. You missed the morning. Yeah, I haven't been doing so hot today. Today has not been my day. I'm trying to find some decent setups. I mean, I'm going to watch VVPR kind of up here around the highs. BTAI climbing up towards the highs, and then PAPL just tricky trade. May have to stay away from it at this point. Anything else on the scans? But guys, yeah, email me if you have any questions at all, or you want to or if you need to eval yourself, they're in the description below or pinned to the comments. I tried VVPR up here. I'm gonna give her a shot, but see if we can pull back down towards VWAP. You know what kind of a move that is on PAPL? This sell-off right here just confirmed to me that there were a lot of shorts underwater on this name. There were so many shorts that were underwater that they had their orders ready down here just to even get out break even. And that's what happened. That's why we had such a push here. Down here to 420. Tons of shorts covering. So we got that out of the way, right? The shorts covering. So perhaps what we see now is it truly unwinding. You know, now that the shorts are out of the from underwater and longs. And longs may be stuck in this name from 5 to 550. But we're back over VWAP and holding. But that's kind of how I'm leaning right now on it. PAPL popping up here. I may give it one more shot. Because my theory... We'll see how my theory holds up here. Trying to get a fill. Okay, got a fill 509. And the theory is that we have some longs trapped in this thing from about 5:30. I mean, pretty much the high day is the risk here on this specific trade. Yeah, I'll give it back up towards the highs. 550 stop. Give it a little bit of room. 560. Yeah. All right, stop is out on it. That's the theory for me. 509 restarting it. But she's a tricky one. You can hit it smaller size, hard stop, high a day. Yeah, I think so. I think high a day is the hard stop. So I'm in 100, which would put me down 50, 60 on this name. I think that's appropriate risk considering how crazy this ticker is. Keith, when are you going to get back in here? Been scalping on the long side. James, been working out well. I mean, I guess keep doing it till the system's broken, right? Dang it. All right, VVPR, good pullback there. I'm up decent on that one. VVPR, let's get that one back down under 5. I'll start taking some off. Yeah, it's a tough one. PAPL certainly messed with people today. A tough one to trade. All right, guys. So here's what I'm thinking. As far as PAPL goes, the guys in here who've been scalping it have been doing the best with this. I think it's the bigger picture ideas that some of us had. It's kind of messed us up. Because if you look at the chart, man, we've just been bouncing all around. This ticker, it looks like it did a reverse split not long ago. It's got all the upper wicks. It looks like a great short. It's got the most volume here that I'm seeing. Nearly 60 million coming in on PAPL today. So it's where everybody is. It becomes an overcrowded name, which means it's less predictable. That's essentially what it means. When you get overcrowded, it gets less predictable of a name to trade. And you can tell just looking at the chart on the day. Not a predictable looking chart at all. No real pattern to it. But I want to see how it's going to hold against 520. May try to pop over it. Clearly, there's some resistance at 520. And then we got 480. It's trying to channel within. I want to see how it's going to do against that 520. Man, like it likely would have been over earlier. PAPL had it have halted down. Had it have halted down, opened up down there around 4, probably would have been over. But yeah, it's just channeling right now. PSTV, little penny play, getting a climb up, 86 right now. BTAI at its highs on the day. BTAI looks like it had a little 360 breakout looking at the chart the last few days. And BTAI has $5 resistance. It might gravitate up towards that area. The daily chart looks good for 5 resistance there. It's put in back-to-back-to-back green days. 1, 2, 3, 5 off of 150. Yeah, BTAI is kind of calling my name right now, guys. A little more euphoria there, but up towards 5 is good. Yeah, BTAI getting interesting up here. Might start pulling in off of that upper wick. And that it's doing a little bit. Okay, PAPL coming back down to 480. See what she's going to do down here. Isn't 480 where it's been bouncing off of? This chart pattern is so ugly. PAPL is so ugly. Yeah, it's channeling though. It's starting to channel between 520 and 480. Those are the areas we're watching closely. Okay, VVPR is making a new high. I may have to come out of this one. Of course, another one I size a little heavier on. I'm just seeing what it's going to do at the highs here. Then BTAI I'm watching closely too, and then PAPL, of course. It keeps doing this VVPR, like these random green volume candlesticks. All right, PAPL still chopping around. BTAI, not much going on over there either. It's going to be nasty, James. Well, we got somewhat of that move, you know. We got the PAPL. We had that nasty sell-off already. And then it bounced back up. Shorts covering their positions. Yeah, the low volume's kind of tough here. Makes it a challenging play. It's kind of whipping around too much. Makes it difficult to get in and out of. Yeah, I'll just be getting out of it. Kind of grinding. I like the Euphoria a lot more so than that. So I'm going to get out of that one. A little red on the day right now, but with this eval, PAPL still kicking back with that one though, and it's really not doing anything. BTAI, upper shadow towards 468 and then lower wick at 440. Okay, so that one's clearly getting balled up on that lower wick. PAPL sitting around 5. And let's see what else is going on. PSTV hit the 200-day moving average, pulled back off of that. Look at this upper wick PAPL from Thursday towards $8 all the way back down. And then the week before that, 11.12 all the way back down. I do see volume is starting to fade a little bit. PAPL looks like it. Looks like volume's fading a little bit here. What I may do is just smack it again and then have the 520 risk. That's what I'm thinking. Smack it again with the 520 risk. Wow. I said volume was slowing down. And god dang it, dude. Like, you got to put limit orders on these things to even get executed, because they buy up so quick. Down to 440 and back up. I mean, come on, dude. Are you kidding me? This thing just shot straight back up. Guys, I feel like I'm about to freaking scream over here. I'm so pissed off. You have absolutely got to be kidding me. What is going on with PAPL? It feels like I'm throwing money at a damn slot machine right now. Volume is slowing down. I hit it. It's looking good. It cracks, and I can't even get an exit on it. It shoots straight back up. God, I'm so annoyed with this ticker, dude. It's like, okay, finally, we get the selling pressure. We're looking weak. We're cracking. Volume's fading. The stars are lining up. It's looking good. You know, you take the predictable setup. I'd hit it again on the short side, sell off to 440 and straight back up. I'm gonna have to roll, because today hadn't been my day with this kind of price action. I mean, what is this price action? What do you call this price action? Such a joke price action. Yeah, fades. Yeah, what I was just saying. I mean, I can't even believe what I'm seeing. It's not often my jaw's to the floor and I'm completely stunned, but right now it is. Uh, Jekyll and Hyde price action. I know. Yeah. Alfonso buying dips, PAPL, nice. Well, that apparently seems like the right idea. Anytime this thing sells off, just scoop it on up. Here we go again. All right, what are we doing this time? Should I buy the damn thing? Alfonso, get your 1,000 shares prepped. This thing buys back up again. Oh my god. I'm taking half off in the at 440. I'm not dealing with this. I gotta keep it PG, but I'm not dealing with this. You guys know what? I need counseling after this BS. Baron, you in here? Our green team counselor, I need you. I mean, seriously, this is unbelievable. Barely even green on the damn day after all this BS. Are we halting down? It's kind of stuck right here. No, no halt. It's not bouncing up like it did the previous times, though. Yeah, yep. Baron's in here, good. I took half off, and I'm trying to leave some right here to work. If we can sell off down towards 4 or lower. This time it did not quite bounce like it did the previous times. This time it did not bounce like it did the other times. I'm looking for 480 to hold this time to get that leg down. 480 to hold. Hey, Eric. Yeah, it's a good idea to use hotkeys. I'm on the web-based for Trade the Pool because it's not user-friendly with a MacBook, and the hotkeys have not worked for me with the web-based version. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I would love to, like, for instance, with this ticker specifically, like putting your buy to covers on the bid. I would love to do that. You're absolutely right. I just haven't been able to figure it out with the web-based yet. I was trying it and couldn't get it working. Yeah, dude, I've been waiting with PAPL all morning. I mean, I've been playing with this thing all morning. I'm not taking it off too soon. I'm seeing this thing till the end. 420's been the level it was holding previously as support. Dude, I've come around so much over the years. Like when I've mentioned this before, but my dumb A back when I was first starting trading, I would wait for something to completely tank down to support and be like, "Oh, Dip buy opportunity. It was so dumb. We have apparently started to slow down a little bit here. The hunch is good for that. I mean, I got a good gut feeling. That's why this ad up here at $5 came in right before it shot down to 430 and shot right back up to 5. The good old experienced gut was telling me slowing down. We may get that crack. We did, and then popped straight back up. I couldn't even believe my eyes, dude. I was paralyzed. Analysis by paralysis. I don't go deer in headlights very often anymore, but that one put me in the good old deer in headlights. I was like, what? You have got to be kidding me. Take the money off the table. Keith, if only you knew my entire morning. You're going to see all the gurus posting online, PAPL, easy work, easy money. This trade has not been easy at all. How's the green team doing, though? We're going to post in chat, see how you guys are doing. I'm red on one eval. Should be green on this one. With PAPL, I'm trying to milk it, though. Let's do a poll. All right, starting a poll. I'm gonna put a limit buy on this thing down at like 415 for half the shares. I'm gonna see if I can get a fill 415 if we sell off down there. Perfect folly. I threw the maybe in there. I was like, well, I might be green unless PAPL shoots straight back up to the highs, because I'm barely green on this eval right now. All right, 415. Let's get a fill. 420, the key area from earlier. I'm trying to get some off down here around 420. See if the ass can come down towards this area. Slowing down a lot. Trying to get out a little piece down here. Just in case 420 bounces and I got to stall here for an hour and a half, you know. Okay. I got 100 off. All right. I got 100 off, so we're up 83 on the day right now, and I have another 100 left. Mike can get a couple $100 day on this eval. Emmanuel, I have two 25Ks. I'm gonna go for the 50K next. If I'm still having issues with these top ticks, and I see the idea. Okay, 420 is holding up here. Let's see. We got to get 420 to hold up strong. It's really teetering out, guys. All right, I'm going to put another limit buy at like 380, just in case we wick down to like 380 under 4. Let me put it like 387. Okay, 4 is incoming. But yeah, Emmanuel, you know, I think the 50K would be good. I think I could work it fairly well. Let's see what I can do with these 25Ks and then go from there. What a headache of a day. All right, let's see how the poll was. It's kind of split. I mean, I get it because the day's been tough. So we are pretty much split between green and red. I get it, guys. I mean, today sucked. Today kind of sucked unless you waited until 11:30 to start trading. I mean, the only really good play that I saw today was MRM against 220 that I top ticked. 220 fade off of that. That was a really good predictable setup. Outside of that, PAPL just took us on a damn roller coaster ride. And we didn't get latched into this roller coaster. That was the problem. A roller coaster without your latch on. Your harness, seatbelt, whatever. It's not too fun. Yeah, I mean, my problem is I took a big L on the other eval that I was working fairly well. I'll just bounce back and forth between them. Bernadette still in here. Patience. Love it. Keith, take the rest here. It feels backside. I mean, I'm gonna try to milk her a little bit. I got 380s. I mean, I'm on leftovers here. I think I had like 250 to 300 shares, something like that. So I got 100 left. Let me see how 420 holds here, because that was the area of support throughout the day, and we just cracked under it. So before I take all of it off, I really want to see if we're going to stay heavy here against 420s. Before I take the rest off. I think that's smart. Fades, nothing screaming. Yeah, nothing's screaming too much right now. Just going to call it and reset. I hear it. I may trail the rest. Like sitting here just staring at this thing, it doesn't really do me any good. Because I usually will take it off too soon doing that. Let me put like a 50-cent trail on it. Yeah, like the trail's up there in the 460s. So really gonna milk this thing down to even like 350 if she sells off down there. Otherwise, trail will take me out 460. SMX, Eric, let me take a look. Good volume coming in here. I don't see any news related. Yesterday, something regarding tariffs, SMX. The chart's getting oversold down here. It's bouncing off of some 5 support, it looks like. I got close to 10 resistance. Maybe 8. Like 850 resistance. Yeah. It's decent. It is decent play here. And then 820 is holding up on it, pulling back off of that. So yeah, I'll keep it on watch. PAPL 420 still holding up as a level resistance. That's what I'm working right now. Leftovers on a trail there. Gonna let it flop around a little bit. Trying to get paid on this one. And then perfect fall top tilter. All right. Which one, the punk or the emo? All right, guys. Green team. We somehow survived today after getting abused by PAPL. I'm going to go listen to the music that Perfect Fall made. If you haven't, go listen to it as well. It is the funniest. Perfect Fall is the next big thing with these AI trading songs. The next big thing. SMX still heavy, pulling back. Good call there, Eric. And PAPL still heavy against 420. Yeah, PAPL looking real heavy. Coming down towards 4. I mean, what did we say earlier, guys? You know, we know where these things are going. The problem is you're sizing along the way, right? The sizing along the way and making sure you're not getting squeezed out of this thing. I'll take it off right there. 401. Okay, so we're up 183. PAPL. Guys, any other tickers you want me to look at before we head out of here? I'm still a 50-50 if we're doing the Friday night live stream. I'd like to do it with one of you guys. If somebody wants to hang out, talk trading, talk your strategy. So, email me at averydaytrading@gmail.com if somebody's interested in it. Man, Bernadette, we got to get this thing funded. This is getting crazy. Here's my chart. The chart was looking so good. Then a couple pullbacks, and then sideways. Gotta get this thing going, man. All right, I'll take it, though. Yep. Thank you, Keith. PAPL was not easy, so for those that were red today, don't beat yourself up too much. It was a tough. It was a tough day. There weren't a ton of opportunities, and PAPL was difficult as well as everything else. Again, I thought only really MRM was the highest predictable setup, and that's why I was in real heavy on it and took a big L on the other eval. That one's going to bug me a lot today, though. It's a battlefield out here, but the green team, we're prepared for war. Going to help each other out along the way, guys. VVPR something might be getting drippy. That's a new term, drippy. I like that. Just slowly drip on down. But yeah, I'm gonna take the green and run on this eval. But we'll be back at it Monday morning, maybe tonight. Email me if you'd like to be a part of it. Friday night live stream. Again, 50-50 on if I'm doing it or not. But email me if you want to eval. It's in the description below. Otherwise, guys, good work. We'll see you, the green team, Monday morning. Take care.